Like I said, yeah, I don't mind if I don't catch another fish. The one that I've already had the encounter with just made my day. Oh, that's a fish. Yeah, that's a good fish. Oh. No world of bother here. Was not expecting that. This is good backward fishing here, guys. There he is. I think he's all right too. There you go. Trolling works. That's a fish. G'day guys. I was just bringing the missus and the dog for a romantic drive by the river, and someone put a kayak on. I don't know who did that, but waste not, want not. We better throw her in the water. Just see that there's sneaky bass around. With the missus' blessing, of course. Isn't that right, sweetie?
I am not loving it.
Right. Anyway, dog loves it.
Sunday, alright?
Look at this. Oh, imagine jumping with that parachute.
Get out of here.
Jeez, surprised Bum Dad put this on with one arm. I can't even lift it up. I'm going to start going to the gymnasium. Anyway, so seriously, we just buy a bit of fresh water, nice little river. Used to come and fish here as a young bloke. We're going to chase an Australian bass. I've only got about an hour and a half of light left, so I'm going to throw a couple of divers around first. After that, I'll go to some surface lures. Got a couple of new ones to try, which I'll talk about once I put the yak in the water. We'll just fish a couple of pools. I reckon I've got about an hour of light, about 40 minutes of the missus getting the shit. So in that time, I'm going to try and bag one for you guys to see. Right, let's do it. Thanks. Right guys, I'm not an expert bass fisherman by any means. I have caught a few over the years, but I've usually been in the salt. Now, my good mate, Darren Ryan, who's an expert on these bloody things, reckons this is the go. Got more wobble than me on a Friday night, but I reckon if Bum Dad says it works, it will work. And it's a joint bait 90 SF. There's dog and missus. Tell you what, good way to spend the afternoon though, isn't it, fella? I'll use. Yeah, that's a nice dog. Wading in the river. Like I said.
You're gonna be worried.
Where are we going, Bob? That's very cute. Running away. Alright, let's go get real. I don't know why I don't do more of this, because it's bloody beautiful. Look at this fog. Now, my mate Dag said park at the bridge, put the yak in on the seaside. Don't worry about fishing the first pull. get through the first set of rapids, and I did ask him, is it alright to make it through the rapids in one of these things? Yeah, mate, no worries. So we'll find out whether that's famous last words or not. Because here's the first set. Looks alright, there's a bit of flow there. It's not like I haven't rolled a kayak before. At least there's no things with teeth in here. Ah, no worries. You're right, Dags. You weren't having to go with me after all. Right, I'm going with an old baby. Over these bloody things. What I'm muttering to myself there is that I'm going with an old faithful fella. Now we get a good rhythm up. I think with this sort of fishing, you got to get in a rhythm. By that I mean find a good spot where you're staying in the flow, kind of a comfortable distance from where you want to cast, and you got your kayak placing in the right direction. You can see now I'm getting a better rhythm up with cast after cast, where before it's bloody all over the shop. You know, last time I threw this lure in this river was years and years ago, but I remember getting a good fish. Oh, yep, there we go. Got one. Woohoo! Only a teeny weeny one, but God, I love these fish when they do that. There we are. It's really, really teeny, but doesn't matter with bass. Does not matter with bass. How big they are, look at that. If I don't get another fish this whole trip, I'm happy, because that is a beautiful little bass. Beautiful little Australian bass. Look at that, guys. That's a little boarding run done. Love it. That's made my day, that has. Absolutely stunning little Australian native. Let's see if I can get him in the light there. Look at that. That's beautiful. Australian bass, guys. Happy with that. See you, mate. Oh! Nothing like me, mate. I knew that rock wall had the whole one. Ah, this is the fun part about fishing near trees. With my casting ability. Oh, right in the head. That's good. I ain't losing this puppy. Troll these snag lines as close. I mean, the troll the shoreline as close as I can. You got a lot of good snags here, like this stuff. It's real hard bass. So I'm gonna try and troll straight past them if I can without snagging. Good thing is this lure is pretty shallow. I thoroughly recommend this to anyone. If you're having a hard week at work or what have you, or life's beating you up in some of the other myriad ways that life does, grab a kayak, find yourself a nice river, go for bass fish. It's beautiful. Like I said to you, I don't mind if I don't catch another fish. The one that I've already had the encounter with just made my day. Oh, that's a fish. Yeah, that's a good fish. Oh. No world of bother here. Was not expecting that. This is good backward fishing here, guys. There he is. I think he's all right too. There you go. Trolling works. Where is he? He's a good fish. Jeepers. That is a good fish. Come here, spinner. There you go, guys. That's more like what we came for. Have a look at that for a beauty. Trying to get him up a little bit. So, for those who don't know, anyone from watching from overseas, this is what you call an Australian bass. They're a native fish, only in freshwater. Avid lure takers, great sport fish. A real Australian all-rounder. I'd just be hard pressed to find any of my mates I know that keeps them. Always released. You can't eat them, but no one does it. Because they're better off alive than dead, these fish. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that. Now that is what I came here for. As I was saying, you know, paddling a kayak up a river like this, beautiful windless afternoon. Doesn't matter whether you catch fish or not, but this is a bonus. Beautiful Australian bass, all lit up. Good stuff. Good stuff. Excellent. That trolling works, eh? That's all holed up in structure. They will come out from their structure to hit your bait or your lure or prey. Only probably venture out a couple of metres, so that's why you'll see here, I'm really hugging the shoreline here. You can see these rocks, you can't see from your angle, but they do the same sort of patterning of the rocks goes down under the water level, and they'll be sitting in amongst the cracks and what have you, and they will come out. So, but I'm trying to keep my lure to them as close as I can. Really, you want them almost bumping into these rocks. So if I turn around now, you'll see back up here, a nice rock wall. Kind of good, 100, 150 metres of it. So now I'm going to do a slow troll back up. Oh, that's a fish. Yep, there we go. There's another one. Didn't get very far then at all. Literally 2 or 3 metres from when I set that up, that troll, straight onto it. Again, not a huge fella, but beautiful. I can't get enough of these fish. Look at that. Tiny, but it's not so much the size of the fish that matters when you're fishing in an environment like this. It really is the environment itself. The fact that they're an Australian native, you know, highly sought after as a little sport fish. Plenty of times I'd regard this as a lot more fulfilling than some of the big tuna you see me catching in other episodes and stuff, because these little guys really are an Australian icon for one. But where you catch them, beautiful. There you go, guys, lit up nice in the sun. Look at that, original Aussie icon. So for all my subscribers overseas, these are, or would have to be, one of Australia's favourite freshwater fish. Yeah, beautiful, stunning. Right, champion. Right there. Doesn't get any better than that, eh? Isn't that? What am I listening for? Nothing. That's the beauty of it. I think I hooked up again. It's a mini little fish. Yep, I have two. Oh, he's there, yep. There we go. He's eager, this one. Whoa! Big water dragon there. Scared the living bejesus out of me. How did that, guys? That's an eager little bass, that one. Look at him. Choose button. Again, hadn't tried very far at all. Didn't even know he was hooked, just saw the rod tip playing up. Tiny, micro. Like I said, over here, Australia, we let them all go, these ones. How good fun is that? Thoroughly recommend it, guys, if you get a chance. Borrow a little cheapo yak off your mate, a good Hobie, whatever you got. Or buy one and you want to do this stuff permanent. Here we go, in the rapids. Woo! It's gonna be harder than going out to sea, I reckon. He's here to look for some wider water in this current. Slowly making ground. You've got to get past the head of the rapids, you'll be right. The drama is, cannot rest. It's pretty fast flowing stuff.
Wake, hear the birds and see